Well, we want another die roll. Let's see if we get a good hand. Yeah, this is fine. Not particularly great, but we do get to go Astrolabe into Cycle Ash Baron's Astrolabe, which is not bad. I'm gonna upkeep Cycle Ash Barons. If I draw a Prism, I think I'd rather just Cycle Ash Barons and Astrolabe anyway, so. Go ahead and get an Island. Go ahead and play a plant. I don't think my opponent's going to be main decking any land destruction, but you never know. So I drew a lot of lands, but we have 2 pieces of Tron, and if we draw a spell next turn that we can cast, it's going to be really good. Oh, and our opponent has a slow draw. Excellent. And at some point we get to Teachings for a Moment's Peace and buy a whole lot of time. And Muldrifter is the kind of card we were looking for. Not the best card we were looking for, but a card we were looking for. Or was less good, but I think they run Raise the Alarm and stuff, so we get to make them discard a card and kill a creature. Also, they have a Boros Garrison play, so if I do just rip Tron next turn, I get to slam Horror, bounce their Garrison, and they have 1 mana on turn 4, so it's not that bad. And they apparently don't have any creatures, so our Teachings for Moment's Peace plan is... I'm just gonna Teachings for Ephemerate then. I'm boring. I'm extremely boring. Because this locks up combat. If I hit a Tron piece here, I actually just lock up the game, but I did not, which means my opponent does have a chance to stop me, if they so choose, and also have the ability to. If they just flood the board, I get to... I get to Ephemerate. If they leave up 2 red mana, though, I could get hit by a double lightning bolt. If they play a Seal of Fire, I guess I have to respond for it with Ephemerate, because I can't afford to have them then play a mountain. Alright, it doesn't matter. My opponent is probably locked out. I don't think there's a instance... I guess they have Mana Tithe. No, that doesn't stop me, because I can just get back the Ephemerate with the wall and recast it. Alright, so their next 2 combats are skipped, which means I get to play wall. Astrolabe's cute and all, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start with Elise. Elise Ephemerate. And I don't think my opponent can kill both my creatures. And if they do, I think I have enough time to recover from that, so we're going to start with we're just going to Ephemerate the wall, and then I get Teachings for whatever I need, if I need anything. They have another combat to skip. Alright, yeah, this deck's good. This deck is very good. Sure. Do I Teachings for another Flicker, or do I just say cool, and then Teachings for Pulse? I think I just Teachings for Pulse. Again, they have another combat to skip, so... And they clearly didn't have that earlier, otherwise I would have gotten my Dignitary killed at some point. But, whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, Pulse seems good to me. I'm gonna play a island so I can cast more colored spells if I do draw a tower. We'll just go ahead and target here. So they're skipping this combat, and then I go Wall, Ephemerate the Dignitary, and Prohibit if they have another double thing. And at some point I will draw Tron, but that point may or may not be far off in the future. Ephemerate. I'm gonna do it now. I don't want them at prowess triggers if they do. Ooh, I almost screwed up there. I don't want them to have prowess triggers if they do have some way to stop me. I'm just gonna go ahead and Prism. If my opponent does go and find some way to stop me here, I'll be able to flashback teachings and get a moment's peace just so I don't die. But sure looks like we're not just dying, we're just winning. All right, that'll lock the game up, unless they have something very special in the deck. Well, let's start with Flicker, because now I can Ephemerate if something does go wrong. Go ahead and pass. I don't feel like doing anything else. I think stacking up combat skips is better at the end of their turn. Go ahead and get a Flicker back. Yeah, I don't want to walk into a double removal spell. Let's research myself. There's Tron. A little bit awkward to assemble, but Tron is Tron. Man. I did one at the end of their turn, so I can just chill. Go ahead and get Pulse, and then I can Ephemerate safely. Now I can just Ephemerate, and I can't be stopped. There we go. We'll go ahead and get back a Compulsive, in case they log it. Well, they're going to have no hand in a second, but... I guess I should hit their lands before their hand. How about I pulse back the Ash Barrens? Cycle Ash Barrens. Get 8 planes. Play 8 planes. Play an Ephemerate on the Dignitary. And pass. Now I can just start bouncing a bunch of things. Start with the lands. They have one more combat to skip. Excellent. It's just right. Alright, I should have like maybe more than 16 minutes once I bounce all their creatures and start bashing. I'll go ahead and just cycle that. I'm not going to draw any more cards this turn, so. Oh, wait a second. This is even better. Go ahead and Horror here. They can get rid of their red mana, and then I can be safe in everything. I'm also at 30, so I don't think I can get burnt out. Raise the alarm. Alright. It means I don't get to swing here. I was going to just bash and then bounce whatever allow my horror to survive and kill their stuff, but I guess I can just do this instead. Get rid of their planes, so they have 1 mana for the rest of the game. And we'll go ahead and pass. Okay. Don't need that. I didn't want to go to end step and let them float mana, because now I'm going to tap out and bounce a whole bunch of things. The sweet soldier, but not sweet enough to defeat the horror. The horror. I'm going to have a lot of time when I finish this. Alright. That's always nice. Go ahead and start hitting their hand. Alright, so they have no hand and no lands soon. I had to click that 3 times. Apparently the 3rd time was just right. Sure, I don't know why I tapped it that way. I think I was trying to get white mana there, but it doesn't matter, my opponent's dead as hell, so. I don't want them to be able to chump. I have the ability to deprive them of that, so. That's why I'm getting rid of all the creatures now. Gets a little more damage in. Which actually might matter. I don't care about this. I guess we get 1 damage in. Alright. If they draw planes, they can flash back their Sacred Cat, but then I just immediately bounce a token, so. Should be able to kill them in 3 turns. Suppose I can get back that Pulse and play Trinket Mage, but I don't think that changes the clock enough to be bothering with it. Maybe if I draw a Ball Drifter, I'll do that. Oh, there's a Ball Drifter in the yard. Whatever. Bash. Let's play Prism. Alright, yeah, we will go ahead and get that back then. Nope. Please. Please let my clicks register. Ugh. Alright. The Trinket Mage. The Trinket Mage. And bash. Get him to 5, and then 5. Or get him to 2? That's not how that... Yes, that's how that math works. And bash. Okay. Whatever. Long story short, my opponent died. We get to add Moment's Peace and Dignitary. Don't want Serene Heart, don't want Limb Missionaries. They're going to do way more damage for Limb Missionary. You can stop. Want some number of Blue Blasts. Don't want any of this. Don't want Condescend on the draw. They also have Pyroblast, almost certainly. We have Forest, which helps. Horror is okay at finishing the game. And it lets you beat through Relic of Progenitus, which is the card we're thinking about adding Shattering Pulse for. Whew. Dispel is better than Hydroblast here because they have Rally of Peasants and Racy Alarm. I'm going to cut Pulse and keep in both Horrors. Go Flicker. I just don't think this Shattering Pulse is that necessary. If I have both Horrors, it should be fine. Yeah, alright. Let's less cut. I'll do something like this. Can't go bad if they destroy my Prism. Can't go bad if I don't draw a anti-combat card. Hand could go bad if I just draw a bunch of Astrolabes and miss on Snowlands. But all these things could happen, and our opponent's going to 6, so this is definitely a keep. Never gonna throw back this hand. I don't think I'm gonna keep. I don't think I'm gonna mulligan anything with 2 pieces of Tron plus Prism. Certainly not against the mulligan. Alright. Hopefully our opponent has a slow draw like last time and not a turn 2 Seeker. Fire Inspector, pretty slow. I mean, it's better than the cat from last time. Stoneheart is a really good draw. Alright, what do we do next turn if we draw a blank? I guess we just Prism and try to draw a Snowland. And then if we whiff, we can play a plant and then do something. Oh, they drew 2 of their their Squadron Hawks. That sucks for them. Alright, our draw has shaped up extremely well. Now we just need to hit Tron. What do we do next turn? I guess it depends on how much mana they leave up. Oh, definitely just gonna Muldrifter Evoke. Or Evoke Muldrifter and Ephemerate. Right? What goes wrong? They just spend their mana, their valuable mana, to kill a Muldrifter. But then I discard. I don't want to discard, okay? I probably should Ephemerate, Evoke Muldrifter, Ephemerate, drain a burn spell or Pyroblast out of their hand, and then draw into Tron, but I think I'm just gonna slow play it this one time. One time in my life I'm gonna slow play something. Let's play another Dignitary. I got the Prohibit now, so we get to defend ourselves pretty well. And there's just so many cards I could draw that turn this game into an immediate win. I have blocks on the ground for 2 of these. I guess playing my land pre-combat does kind of suck. Let's see if this gets Pyroblasted, I do have to fight back, I think. But then I can decide whether I want to Ephemerate it or the Dignitary. And I think I want to do the Dignitary. I want to do the dirty Dignitary. Because then I have 3 blockers, so even if they play a rally, I'm taking 6. It's not bad. Well, what about rights? Discard 4? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Still. Whatever. Okay, yep, I'm just gonna Ephemerate the Muldrifter. Okay. No attacks, of course. I guess rights of initiation for 3. Seal's fine. They immediately kill the Muldrifter, and then swing. I guess I'm obligated to block both ground creatures. Yeah. Alright. I'm definitely just gonna block here, right? I guess they can double burn spell the Dignitary, but I... Alright, I see. Flaring Pade's fun, but I have Stonehorn, so... it does give them a prowess trigger, though. Oh. Tron is stupid. I don't even have Tron. I don't even have Tron, and Tron is stupid. I should have played the Axe Barons there. I'm going to stack up an extra combat skip. I believe that is the safest way to do this. I've got Muldrifter, and they are going to have to Pyroblast my wall on my upkeep. So I think just getting an extra combat skip. I guess they could double burn spell my wall, and then Pyroblast my Muldrifter, and I draw lands. Oh, now they're dead. They're dead, so. If this is their best play, they're dead. Yeah, I'll just get the planes, why not? Alright, they have 1 combat skip stored up. Just gonna play Muldrifter and then see what we draw. Hey, baby. Alright, let's Ephemerate the wall. Get back the Prohibit. And I'm going to kill one of their cards by bouncing the clue. Stops them from drawing a card and makes them discard a card. So, seems pretty good for me. Probably have some dorky card to discard. Certainly do. Right now I have Moment's Peace, and then I can prohibit the Flaring Pain. So, the worst case scenario is they kill Wall. My Ephemerate... They kill Wall now. My Ephemerate on Muldrifter... If they try to kill my Muldrifter in response, I just prohibit. So yeah, I think this game's locked. It's not actually locked, because if my opponent has double Pyroblast, I Ephemerate here, they Pyroblast to kill, I prohibit, and they Pyroblast again, and then I got nothing. Well, I still have something. I have a board full of creatures, but then they could draw stuff. And I might miss on the Prism, plus my normal draw. I guess I should cycle this experience upkeep. They're thinking. Usually if you think this long, with this few resources, you're thinking, is there any way I can possibly win this game if my opponent draws blanks and I draw perfect? And if that answer is no, you can see. But my opponent has potentially found something. Obviously I'm not going to time out. I have way too much time for that. I'll go ahead and use the island. The is land. Oh, that locks the game up. Go ahead and Prism first. See what we draw. Might draw what we're going to Teachings for. Like a Flicker or another Ephemerate or something. I'm going to go ahead and hit the Dignitary. And their combat's locked for this turn, so we pass. We got Teachings for Ephemerate, and then Teachings for Flicker. And then we can lock them out by bouncing all the lands and all their creatures. So, this build of Boros is... It grinds, but you can't outgrind Tron, which means it's got a bad Tron matchup. I have an Ephemerate coming off, so I'm just going to get the Ephemerate here, Ephemerate my Wall. If everything goes wrong, I don't... I'm not in that bad of a position, so... Go ahead and Teachings for a Flicker, and then untap. We are 2-0. Are we 2-0 and then 2-0? I think we are. I don't... Like, if my opponent had something, they would have done something by now, so they can't have anything, and they're going to have no board in a second, so that's cool. Go ahead and that. We'll go ahead and Flicker. We'll do our Flickers first. We've got double Ephemerate up, in case shenanigans happen. And now we get to deprive them of mana. You do need to auto-yield here. See what they're floating. They're not floating. Alright. Go ahead and Flicker again. They can't even cast the Battle Screech. If they do, I just get to deprive them of draw steps as well. So, or rather, I get to clear their hand out. Not that that matters, because again, my opponent is extremely dead. I think I'm going to play the Plains. We'll go ahead and Ephemerate the Dignitary. That's nice and clean, because I get to now not discard, and next, on their turn, I get to go Flicker, Flicker, Ephemerate, safely. Let's put a second main stop. I don't want the Flood mana, because I am going to tap out, or I'm going to want to tap out, rather. I would like to go to the end step, please. Stormlight Sandstorm. What the hell? Is the matchup really that bad that they're bringing that in? Alright, whatever. Alright, and they have conceded. Yeah, this matchup seems incredibly good if I find anti-combat cards. Because, yeah, they get Flaring Pain for the Moment's Peace, but they have to find it, and they have to cast it, and that's the resolve. And I've got Stonehorns. If they draw Flaring Pains and I draw Stonehorns, their Flaring Pains were worthless. I need to figure out a better sideboard plan, though. Maybe I do need more, Blue Blasts. I don't think I bring in Shattering Pulse, even if I know they're bringing in relics. I think I just keep in both horrors instead. Maybe I want both pulses and cut a horror and something else. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is we are 2-0. And if we win 4 more, we're in the top 8. If we win 3 more in a row and then lose 2, well, we probably tie-break him. Hopefully we just keep winning die rolls, because that seems like it's really nice.